So we're going over Herbert Hoover to Spartans. This is Melis Sipiras, Aristomenidas of Sparta, Archidamus, the second king of Sparta, Eupolia de Sparta, King Aegislaus, Archidamos, Eudamidas, Midas, Archidamia, Archidamos the fourth, Antipatro, Eupolias, Re Agatocles de Syracuse. Wow, king of Syracuse. Re Lysimaco, king of Lysimaco de Tracia, Nicaea de Macedonia, Berenice the first Seleucid, Pharaoh Ptolemy the first Soter, Lagus, Arsino of Macedon, Ptolemy the second, Philadelphus. Wow, so Philadelphia's from Egyptians. Arsino de Egipto, the first. Re Magus, King Magus de Cyrene, Pharaoh of Egypt, Ptolemy the third, Queen of Egypt and Cyrene, Pharaoh of Egypt, Ptolemy the first or fourth, I don't know what this is, Arsino the third, Philopator, Antiochus the third, Reina Laodice, Queen Laodice Mithridatida, Pharaoh Ptolemy the fifth, Epiphanes, Reina consort Cleopatra the third, Pharaoh Ptolemy the fifth, Reina consort, Ptolemy the sixth of Egypt, Cleopatra the second is 185 BC, Reina consort Cleopatra the third, Ptolemy the fifth, Epiphanes, Ptolomeo the eighth, Physcon, Ever, Cleopatra Thea, Eutrea, 164, Ptolemy the eighth, Physcon, Cleopatra Thea, Ptolemy the ninth, Soter the second, Cleopatra the fifth is 135, Ptolemy the 12th, Cleopatra the 5th is 100, Pythagoras, Nysa, Marcus Antonius the 3rd, Pythagoras, Detralis, Antonia Prima, Berenice the 4th, Ephinia, Archelaus the 1st, Herod, King Herod, Procator, Antipater, Ferreras, Achilles, Los the third, Sisinnius, King Herod, Mariamne, Alexander ben Herod, Glaphyra, Theroros, Herod, Caius Julius, Alexander, King Antiochus the Great, the third in year 1, Leodice, King Tigranes the sixth, Ben Alexander, Apgali, King Antiochus Epiphanes the fourth, King Gaius Julius Alexander, Queen Julia Iotopa, Proconsul Caius Julius, Proconsul Gaius Julius, Sicilian Princess Julia Top, Senator Gaius Julius Assi, Julia Cherae, Cassius Hadrianus Rome, Larcia Calida, Cassius Well, yes, you can pause, fast forward, rewind once this is published, or fast forward. Roman Senator Caius Julia Quatritilla de Rome, Bartharius of the Sicambrian Franks, Queen Hermitude, Gaius Sicinius Quadra, Sicilia Juliana de Rome, Clodius III de Toxandri, Cisonia Julianus de Rome, Valdratus, Queen Jurgen, King Yabor of the Lombards, Dagobert of the Eastern Franks, Ildegonde, Lombardia, Genabald, King Markomir, Hatilde de Franci, Hodesh, Himbald de Franci, Osmond, Duke Jamacreek, Duchess Hatilde, Duke Genabald, King Clodin, Flavius Richimer of Toxandri, Asilla de Toxandri, Hamond de Cimbres, Duchess Agothe de Franks, King Mocamir, Matilde de Franci, Faramund, Kong de South, Sargotha de Cimbres, Princess, King Markomir, the Salian Franks, Hildegard, Clodius, long-haired King, Hildegonde, Walmer, Goiner, Constantine, Weirdwer, Ivory Firch, King Amulad, Weldig. We got some Welsh kings here for 21. Lambert the First, Rex Clodgar, Sacramont, Ragnachar, Richimer, Comte Heyman, Marianne Severa, Altal de Sancy, Alderic, Adalric de Brandeborg, Avicii de Cambrai, Randolph the First, Chamard, Rudy, Chodebert, Schrodolphe de Boulogne, Isabel Marie de Pont, Thierry de Boulogne, Amober, Rudy, Hatwin the First von Sachsen, Frau Umberkant, Madelgeir Mauger, Gondvale Val de Hanan, Ada de Strepi, Amelberger von Sachsen, Folkmar de Boulogne, Wilbert, Ada, Thierry, Richard de Ponthieu the First, Walmar de Boulogne, Marie de Ponthieu, Adaheim de Artois. Is it Stella Artois? Diordia de Lens, Adwell de Boulogne, Avice de Lens, Theodolad the First, Thuringe, Theodoric, Emina, Inibo, Fromud, de Boulogne the Second, de Flandres, Flanders, Helwin, Ermengarde, Hatton, Berthe de Anjou, de Boulogne, Oswin, Othin, Richarda, Hatton, Berthe, Oswin, Hegald de Ponthieu, Berthe de Boulogne, Baldwin de Boulogne II, Countess Adolphe de Boulogne, Bertha de Ponthieu, Malahulik, Einsteinson, Osteen, Ivarsson, Olafsson, go back to Olaf, and Thori. And our king, Nordic video. I can't remember who it's. Mahalik. Let's see. Richard Diet Le Danoy. Asperlang de Pitres. Sparta Adela St. Liz. Rich the First Beaufort. Count Lord Raoul de Beaufort. Raoul de Ivory. Abel Abered. Count Lord Richard de Beaufort. Robert de Ivory. Bayeux. Robert de Sony. First Lord Adelisa de Plessis. Assouf de Fresnay. Robert de Sony. Adelaide Fitz. Robert de Beaufort. Ralph de Beaufort. Agnes de Sony. Richard. This is year 1090. Lord Allen. This is where we're going from. Ingoldsthorpe. Folk de Beaufort. Agatha Thomas de Ingoldsthorpe the First. Joan Beaufort. Harmon of Suffolk. Sir Thomas. Isabella Fitzhammond. Sir Hubert Genegon. Marjorie Harling. Hugh Genegon of Horham. Ellen 1230. Walter Genegon. Roger de Hurling. Joyce de Huntingfield. Ralph Shelton. Catherine Elie. Peter Genegon. Matilda de Hurling. John Shelton. Alice de Bourguignon. Robert de Bourguignon. Sarah. Ralph Shelton. Catherine Elie. John the First Jurgenon. Agatha Shelton. John de Jerez the Second. So if your last name's Harris, Harris, may have come from this. So John Harris de Jerez the Third. Anne Jerrigan of Rochford the Fourth. And Joanne Percy. Sarah Ann Hartford. John William Harris III. Sir John Jerrigan. Henry Percy. Second Earl Thomas Percy. First Baron Eleanor Harbottle. Joan Percy. John Harris. And Jerrigan William Harris of Pritwell. Bridget Mary Harris. William Harris I. Joanna Cook. Reverend Thomas Keats, Sir. Bridget Harris. Thomas Keats. John Wilder. Alice Keats. William Dandridge. Thomas Dandridge. Elizabeth Webb. Richard Bethel. Elizabeth Bidwell. Agnes Wilder. James Bethel. Mary Dandridge. Christopher Tillman. This is Richard Parker. Jane Rook. William Bethel. Millie Tillman. John Bethel. Jane Parker. Moses Embry. Katharina Roberts. John Lewis Sr. Benjamin Davis. Ann Bethel. Mary Southard. Louis David Jr. And Louis David and Susan and Florence Jones. William Bethel. Got it. Okay. Benjamin Davis. Samuel Davies, Mary Lewis, and then we're to the Hoovers. Sarah Burkett, John Mastiont, Mary Ann Lowe. Is that Lowe's? Abithar Davis, Lydia Embry, John Michael Hoover Sr., Jesse Clark Hoover, Rebecca E. Yount, Abithar David, Lydia Embry, John Davis, Lydia Coate, Henry Coate, Mary Ann Haskett, Eli Hoover, Mary Davis, Jesse Clark Hoover, Theodore Minthorn, Mary Wesley, President Herbert Clark Hoover, Lou Henry, William Henry, Mary Ann Dwyer, Charles Delano Henry, Florence Ida Weed, Phineas Weed, and Philomelia Sophia Scobie. Okay, so then Sir Thomas Ingoldsthorpe the second, 22nd grade. Okay, Thomas, John de Mundiford, Sibylla, Osbert de Mundiford, Alice de Tid, Osbert de Mundiford, Elizabeth Osbert Mundiford the fourth, Margaret Barrett, John Burney, Catherine Mundiford, John Burney, Margaret Wentworth, John Burney, Margaret Reed, Edmund Style, Mary Burney, Thomas Stiles, Maria Joan Maplet, John Stiles, Rachel Beadles, Isaac Stiles, Hannah Palmer, Isaac Stiles, Hannah Rose, Isaac Stiles, Abigail Adams, Isaac Stiles, Elizabeth, Nathaniel Bristol, Anna Stiles, Elliot Tyler, Avis Bristol. And then we'll go to the president's wife, just because I clicked on it. Married in Monterey in February 1899. So Robert Smith and John Sawtell. Okay. Sawtell, Agnes Petard, Robert Smith, William Worcester, Margaret Sawtell, Richard Sawtell, Elizabeth, Edward Worcester, Tabitha Tomlinson, Sylvester Worcester, Susanna Walker, Moses Worcester, Mary Hawkins. I'll just read on this side now because we did those in another video. Obadiah Sawtell, Hannah Lawrence. You can just pause and read for yourself. Stephen Holden, Hannah Sawtell, John Goff, Gemina,